Hey guys, okay. Another video for you guys. I just wanted to do a video. Sort of. This is a question that's been asked to me by a friend of mine, and it's also a question that I've seen around, and it's a question I kind of want to answer because it's one of those things where I'm just like, okay, this could possibly, hey, it's Roku. That's might bother me. Anyway, I wanted to do this video, and the question was, will there ever be a Justice League movie? Obviously, this question stems from the fact that the Avengers movie is going to be released next year, and Thor and Captain America are the last two movies that Marvel has set up for the Avengers that are coming out later this year. And of course, Justice League. If those of you who aren't familiar with the movie world and the movie news that's been going around, a Justice League movie was scheduled to be made a long time ago, like what was it, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, or something like that. And it just ran into all this trouble. It ran into money troubles. It ran into location troubles. It ran into script troubles, and it literally fell apart before it was even made. And yeah, it's starting to bother me. Anyway, so like I said, it fell apart before it even got made. One interesting thing was that Armie Hammer, the guy who plays the twins in Social Network, was going to play Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. So that was interesting. I thought that was pretty interesting. And there was a bunch of other people that were going to be cast in there. I think Common was supposed to be like Green Lantern or something. I don't know. Anyway, the whole point of me making this video is the point of answering the question: do I think there will be a Justice League movie? And to really answer the question, I think maybe, but not anytime soon. If there will be one, there will be one like far down the line. And I really do think that if it ever does happen, will we even care at that point? And there are some people out there that might care, but it's like the Hobbit movie. It's taken so long to make, and it's gone through so much trouble that maybe by the time that it comes out, nobody will probably care. And here's my thing, and here's the reason why I say maybe. And if it ever does happen, it's gonna happen way in the future. Take a look at what Marvel has done for the Avengers. Marvel has been setting up the Avengers since the first Iron Man back in 2008 when it came out. They've been setting it up then. It was a very short scene at the end of the credits with Samuel L. Jackson playing Nick Fury and Tony Stark, and they're in his house and they talk about the Avenger Initiative, and then we got the Incredible Hulk. We got little references here and there, and then we have Iron Man 2, which obviously had a lot of references to pretty big references to Thor, it had Captain America, that even had the Incredible Hulk in there too. Oh, some people don't catch that. I think some people don't even know it's in there. But and now we have Thor coming out, and Captain America. And the thing I like about Marvel, it's the fact that they're releasing these movies, and they all happen in the same universe, and they're all happening around the same time. And the thing I like about it is that Marvel is keeping this, very close, and they're keeping it, like I said, in the same timeline. So they're having this continuity within all the movies, and by the time the Avengers comes out, we're all gonna be, happy-go-lucky. We're all gonna be excited, and a lot of us are already excited. I know I'm excited. And we have 2 movies more to get to. We still have Thor. We still have Captain America. But what Marvel has done is building and building and building. So it's building up to the Avengers, and by the time we get to the Avengers, we're so hyped that it's probably for some of us, it's going to be the worst movie made. It's going to fall in line with the other comic book movies that are made, or it's going to be really good. It's going to exceed our expectations of what we had, and stuff like that. Sorry, I needed that. And then we switch over to DC. To be fair, DC hasn't really had as much comic book movies from their side being made. Marvel has everything, despite the fact that a lot of the movies are owned by different properties like Fox, and actually Fox is the only one that owns a lot of Marvel properties. Like, it's them. I think they're the only ones that own them. And DC, they've had their fair share movies come out as well. But I think it's the Marvel movies that have more attention because to some people they suck. But here's the thing about DC that I want to talk about. If you want to build up to a Justice League movie, do what Marvel's doing. Steal a page from their book. It might look like you're copying them, but look what it's done for Marvel. It's done really good for them. Although, Marvel did pay for Iron Man and for Iron Man 2, and then they had to get bought by Disney. But nonetheless, besides that, do what Marvel's doing. Obviously, after the Nolan series ends, Nolan has, on a side note, Nolan has no connection to any other DC heroes in his Batman universe. He's already said he's not going to connect it to Superman in any shape or form. The Superman that he's producing, with Zack Snyder directing, and Henry Cavill, who's playing Superman, has no connection to his Batman universe. So obviously they're going to reboot the Batman series anyway after Nolan leaves, after Dark Knight Rises. Zack Snyder, who knows what he's going to do with his Superman? If he's going to connect it to any way, shape, or form. Obviously, Nolan said he's not going to connect it, and I think they want Nolan to do 3 Superman movies or something like that. At least from what I've read, it was rumored. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. So, I mean, reboot the Batman series. And here's my thing. Just do what Marvel's doing. Reboot the Batman series. Have it connected to somehow Superman. Whether if you mention Metropolis or something or anything like that. Have whatever sequels to Superman, or if you're going to reboot it again, do another reboot to Superman and have him connected to, mention Gotham City or something. Green Lantern, obviously they're doing 2 sequels already, even though the first one hasn't come out. Connected somehow with Superman and Batman. It goes on and on, but here's the thing. Wonder Woman has been one of those movies that nobody can make. And it's not because it's impossible, it's because it just keeps falling apart. And now Wonder Woman's going to be made into a TV show with Adriana Padalecki is going to play Wonder Woman or something. It becomes hard to do a movie when you're not connecting them. I mean, the way they were doing the Justice League movie, I thought it looked like they were just gonna throw them all in there, and I guess they were gonna be the Justice League already, and they're just gonna do flat. I don't know what they were gonna do with the movie. I'm just guessing that they're probably gonna do little flashbacks to all of them and have a certain part of the movie be a part of them, be a part of for them, and then have them explain who the characters. So I don't know how they're going to do that. It's okay if you want to throw them all in there and just do what you want to do, as long as you make it good and entertaining and doesn't bore the audience, and you're not shoving all this information on us for their origin stories. Then it's okay. If you got it, if you know how to work it, then work it. So, and here's the other thing, and here's my little theory that I have going on. If they ever do make a Justice League movie, I hope that they do Batman and Superman first. Here's why. Now don't go on. Don't hit me or come at me with pitchforks and torches and anything like that. Hear me out. Ever since I Am Legend came out, when it was released, we all saw the Batman and Superman logo on the Times Square in the background. That was the only thing that people talked about in that scene and in that movie. Like, dude, did you see the Superman Batman? Okay. We know that Batman and Superman the rights are owned by Warner Brothers. Obviously, both of their movies have been coming out by Warner Brothers. Is it hard to make a movie with those two people in it? Maybe. It might be. Will we ever see a movie like that? And not animated? I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's my theory. If you want to make a good Justice League movie, or you want to make one that the fans will get excited about, make a Batman and Superman or Batman vs. Superman movie first. Not animated. Make it live action. Because all those animated movies that are connected somehow to their movies, like Van Helsing, who else did it? Riddick did it. I know Chronicles of Riddick did it. The Batman ones did it, but those were actually pretty cool, so I won't count that. I won't count those. So yeah, you have all these cartoons. I know Jonah Hex had one too, but nobody mentions Jonah Hex, so it doesn't matter. But don't do it animated. Do it live action. So have Superman and Batman come together. Have them at the end of the movie be like, "Oh, we should form this team called the Justice League," and then that's how you end the movie, and you get a Justice League movie. That's kind of my little theory. Will that happen? Probably not. Nonetheless, the original question still stands. Will there ever be a Justice League movie? Live action Justice League movie? Maybe. And if it ever does happen, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. It's gonna happen in the future, because if you don't fix the problems you had with the original that you were gonna do, budget problems, timing problems, location problems, then you're just gonna do the same thing over again. And they had stuff really nailed down. They had a script. I think they had a script down. It was a working script. I know I think they were gonna shoot with the working script they had, but they were gonna make rewrites. I think they said that they did costume fittings for some people already. So it was weird. It was already in motion. It just fell apart at the end. Anyway, will there be a Justice League movie? Yes. Not anytime soon. Way in the future, when they make Avengers 2 or 3 or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I like the Justice League. I also like the Avengers. But that's just my theory. What do you think? Do you think there will be a Justice League movie? And if so, when do you think we'll get one? So that is my question to you. Hopefully you guys like this idea about answering this kind of question. If you guys have any other questions you'd like to ask me, will there ever be this, or will there, do you think that this will ever happen, or stuff like that? Let me know. Comment it, put it in the comments, or send it to me through personal message, or even put it on my actual page. Either way, send them in if you guys want me to answer a full question. But if you don't want that, if you want to ask general questions, check out my VU account, or View, I don't know how they want it pronounced. Link down below. My Twitter will also be there. Now I'm just doing shameless plugs from my own websites. Nonetheless, that has been my Justice League answer. It's just something that's been kind of bothering me. It hasn't bothered me. It's just something that I've noticed people have been asking and wondering. So let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I got nothing. So that's it. Bye, guys.